Hi, as you can see, I'm here. It's my day off, and I'm doing some soldering of my solar cells. Solar panel is comprised of many solar cells. Well, I have 3,000 watts or 3 kilowatts of solar cells, but they're individual cells. I'm doing some soldering, and I'd just like to share a video of the soldering. The lighting in here is not good, and the angle of my camera, the camera is built into my laptop, so I can't actually show it while I'm working, but I could pick up my laptop and show you the work as I'm doing it. It's easy if you know what you're doing. It's not that hard to learn. I suggest everybody, or a lot of people that are technically inclined to learn about this, you can go on YouTube and learn some videos on it. I might even post some over time, post some videos of how to. I went to tech school at Seminole Votech, I went to Seminole Votech for electrical wiring for 2 years during 10th grade and 11th grade while I was at Largo High. And that's electrical wiring, that's residential and house wiring, that's regular house wiring of electricity. Then I went after high school for 2 years of electronics and soldering, and just smelling the solder and the rosin of the solder, which the rosin is what you have to use with the solder. You'll learn that when you watch these videos or go on YouTube and watch them. Just smelling the solder, and this reminds me of tech school, and it's pretty cool. But anyway, I want to show you what I've done so far. I'm going to lift up my laptop because the camera's not Modi, whatever. And the light's all right. There's my solder gun right here. That's my solder gun. This right here, this is my wood I'm working on in my apartment. Those are my sliding glass doors. So I was using the sun. Now the evening's down, the sun's down. But here's what I've done so far. One, it's back and forth. So I did this down. I did this one down, this plate up, and this one will be down. So when I flip it, it'll be 2 up, 1 down. That's a 3. That's the minimum it takes to create voltage. It'll take 10 of these, and then another string of 10, another string of 10 to make 50 watts, something like that. Anyway, and that would be one panel of 50 watts, so yeah, it does take a lot, but it's a lot better than wind turbine or the wind thing, because it's hardly ever windy. Right now it's windy. Change of season is windy. From summer to fall, the change in the temperature outside in the air makes the windy. So in the fall and the spring it gets windy, but that's about it. But the sun shines a lot, and these solar panels, even on the cloudy days, it still can take 30% of what it normally does. These are high efficiency percentages, which is the percent is 17 to 20% of the sun rays turn into electricity, which is actually pretty high. It's one of the highest. And so a 100-watt solar panel, even on a cloudy day, on a sunny day, it'll take in 100 watts, and it'll produce 100 watts. On a cloudy day, that 100 watts will be down to 20 or 30%, which would be 20 watts or 30 watts. Because what's 20% of 100 watts? 20. What's 30%? 30. 30 watts. But still, if you have a bunch of them, you can power up your house. And I have 3,000 watts worth of cells, but I have to put on panels, which is easy. Anyway, This is what I'm doing. And if I can get this just right, I'll show you my next step, which is right here. See, this is I put the flux down, and then this is the tape. This right here is, you buy this separately. This is this stuff right here. You put this on the solar panel to connect them. Flip side up, back, back. It has to be opposite because it has to be alternating. Even though at the end it's still DC current, which is direct current, because it receives it from the sun, it has to be alternating, but at the end it comes out DC. So you have to still use the AC inverter to make it house electricity. It's complicated. I've studied electricity from the atomic level, down to the molecular structure. I mean, I went to school for it, so I don't want to confuse you. And you don't have to learn all that. You just the solar panel part. Buy some solar panels, solder, and this stuff. And you don't have to learn about the atomic structure of it. I have because I had to, but you don't. But here anyway, here's the third one I'm doing right now. You just lay it down, and then you take your hot soldering iron, I already dabbed it with the flux, rosin flux, which is solder rosin, and then dabbed it with a little bit of solder from my other stuff there, and then you put this the ribbon, basically tin ribbon. That's what I call it. People call it different things. And this is just the first of many videos I'm going to do. I know the angle of my camera is not good because I'm going to buy a new camera, a different camera that's hooks up to my port on my computer, because this camera is connected to my screen of my laptop, which makes it difficult to focus and with what I'm doing. My other videos were fine, but this is different. Anyway, this is just, and I'm actually doing an experiment to make these twice as producing. I'm not going to share my experiment. You can't see what I just did as far as the experiment goes. But these are supposed to produce twice as much electricity from the sun as what's rated as its rating. I'm not going to tell you what I did different. You can't see it on here because it's small and pretty close to microscopic. So I'm not going to share that part. But here it is. And that's it for my first video on Jason Shiraka's solar panel class. I'm going to post the rest on YouTube and Facebook. So have fun, and hey, you know, go on Google and learn about solar cells and solar panels. Do it yourself. You can do it too. You can buy them. You can buy the solar cells themselves, which is each square, and put them on wood, and it's easy. And just with all my schooling, I could do this without that schooling, and you can do it too. Go to eBay. Go to there are certain places that sell the solar cells, A grade, B grade, C grade. You could buy them. Get a solder gun from Radio Shack or Home Depot, and just go on YouTube or just learn about it on different other websites and learn how to solder them. You don't need the schooling that I have to do this. You can do it too. Connect them all together. Learn about it. It might take several days, a few hours a day. It's not even that hard. Go ahead and do it. And hey, make a small power backup system in case a storm comes. So you at least have lights for your living room, kitchen, and the coffee maker, and your TV and radio. You can do that. That's very easy. Good luck and have fun.